We have a lot of people in this town that do travel when speaking with the people, and that seems to be a common thread. But I was in the military, so I was down in Georgia. I have been in the Tennessee area. I have been in Texas, and I lived out in California. So I kind of see the differences,
Yeah.
and in a sense, people are going to be looking at Massachusetts to see kind of where we're at on this and what we're doing with it. And I think it's great that people are doing research. It's great that people are hearing statistics. It's great that people are having conversations, because the rest of the country might look at this and say, all right, they're doing the right thing. They're a step ahead. I've been in the South, and I've seen the discrimination, and I've seen it in different races and different creeds. And until you experience it and see how awful it is, even if it's not to you. It was to one of my friends. I was dining actually in Tennessee. True story. He was from India, and we didn't get served.
Come on,
So
Tennessee, you're better than that.
yes, and that it's something we still discuss, and that was 6 years ago now. We were driving down to Texas, and we were cutting through, and that was something we did experience on the way. And you hear about it, but until you experience it and understand that, he's my friend. We want to eat. He's a human being. And why are we here, right? And why are we still not way past this? And it was very disturbing. It was very disturbing. And eventually I did go up to the counter and say, we're going to eat here, and we ordered. And then they finally kind of said, okay. But if we didn't go up there, no one was going to come up to us. And that was one of the biggest things. So that's that initial, hey, let's talk about it. Let's get past this. We're here. We're going to eat, and let's do it. And they did. But everyone else was getting served around us, and that's when I noticed. I said, wow, we don't see this in Massachusetts as much, but some people do.
Yeah,
Some
it's
people
still-
are seeing this discrimination up here, right? And who can live like that every day? So let's talk about it, right? Let's get out there and understand that at the end of the day, let's take care of the human race, right? I mean, that's really
I
what we're
agree
focusing
with you.
on.
It's those kids that we work with. That's the future, and they see how we handle this adversity. My students know that I'm transgender at my school,
Sure.
and I don't hide it, and because I want them to know. And I get all kinds of reactions from them. I get some kids that are now see me as a bit of a hero in a way.
Sure.
I have other kids that now think that they can make fun of me because of it, and there's those extremes. So if that's happening in a school, it's happening in society.
yeah.
How we react to it says more about the situation than anything else. I could, if the kids that are mocking transgender people at school, I could go full-on middle school teacher on them, and that's not the way to handle it, though, with these kids, because they are repeating something that they've heard from someone else. And so I'm sitting here now thinking, just like you went up to that person and said, hey, we are eating here. I'm now formulating in my brain, how am I going to approach this kid that I heard making fun of trans people? I don't even know why the kid made fun of trans people. I don't know, maybe the same reason they would make fun of the New York Yankees at that point, And I'm having to work now, instead of focusing on how can I get you to learn how to do science today because we're studying independent and dependent variables, I'm now thinking, how can I get you to be polite to other human beings? And we teach that in school just as much as we teach anything else, I feel.
And like you said, is it a learned behavior? So, you put a group of kids, group of kindergarten. So I go to visit the kindergarten all the time, and they're the
They
cutest.
terrify me.
And they're the cutest. And you put them all together. And they don't know anything about socioeconomical status. They don't know about color. They don't know about adoption. They don't know about transgender. They just want to be together and have fun, all right? So that's the beauty of it. And then it's this learned behavior that now they're in 6th grade. How would they be able to formulate that opinion or think that that's a strong opinion on anything that's going on? Why would they know anything about transgender? Sure, they're hearing it from home, but it's our job to say, let's educate you on this, right? We're not going to fight their ignorance with ignorance. We're not going to get in their face. We're not going to, scream and yell, and it's not going to do it. I think our soft approach, the discussion is really how we're going to take this to the next level, because they need to humanize everything that's going on. If you give them what they want, if you start engaging and fighting and reacting and screaming, it's just going to kind of fortify what they think is already true. is this a monster? Is this, right? All these things that, all these bad negative things that they've heard. Let's just break it down, and let them know.